Hi, and welcome to Pump Up the Protein. I'm Jenny Tonin, a holistic nutritionist, and I am the founder of Sublime State and the Midlife Metabolism Fix. I work with women who are in midlife, and like me, they are looking for practical, approachable, reasonable, sustainable, and effective ways to drop that excess weight in midlife and then be able to keep it off. And I teach methods that help you to be able to do that, that are, like I said, sustainable and practical, so you don't have to spend all your free time in the kitchen cooking up all kinds of crazy foods. You don't have to spend your life working out at the gym doing extreme workouts. And I also am a big believer in being able to do this in a pleasurable way so that you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be a saint and never have something you enjoy again, so that you can do this in a way that feels encouraging and inspiring and empowering and pleasurable. So in this video series, we're going to talk about all of the important things to know when it comes to protein and help you determine how much to get into your diet on a regular basis, as well as some simple ways to incorporate it into your eating so that it is easy to do and satisfying, and you can follow this for the long term. So the first thing that we're going to talk about in today's video is why protein is probably so much more important than you realize. The first thing to understand about protein is that it is an essential macronutrient. What does that mean? Well, there's different macronutrients. You hear about them a lot, I'm sure. There's sugars, aka carbohydrates, and there's fats, and there's protein. Those are the three macronutrients. Now, fats, well, if you were like me growing up in the 80s and 90s, you wanted to avoid fats at all costs if you were looking to lose weight, because the belief was that eating fat made you fat. And then the focus turned to carbs in the last couple of decades, right? Anybody trying to lose weight has been avoiding carbs, doing things like keto and things like that to keep them out of your diet, because we've been taught that those make you fat. The truth isn't quite that basic, however. And in this conversation, we haven't talked a lot about protein. And protein is so important. And it's different than the other macronutrients because, like I said, it's considered essential. What does that mean, though? Well, an essential macronutrient, such as protein, means that you have to get it through your diet. Your body can't make it on its own. So unlike carbs and fats, which to some extent your body can make on their own, even if you're not eating them in your diet, your body has to get protein through the foods you eat. And protein is essential. It's the building blocks for everything that becomes your physical body. So think about your bones, your joints, your tendons, your ligaments, your tissues, your fluids, your hormones, your skin, your hair, your nails. All of it is due to protein. And we want to make sure we're getting enough every single day so that our body can repair and rebuild and thrive. And that brings me to the next thing that's important to understand, which is that a lot of recommendations for protein are way too low. You see, if you look at most standard guidelines for protein consumption, they're telling you how much protein you require in order to prevent a deficiency. And that is usually a far cry from how much you need to perform optimally, to really thrive and feel excellent. And protein does so much inside your body. So like I said, it's responsible for creating all of the tissues and systems and organs that become your physical body. But in addition to that, protein helps you to build muscle. And if you're looking to drop excess weight, having more muscle is your best friend. And protein helps you do that so much easier. And as women, especially women in midlife and beyond, building muscle isn't so easy. So we really want to make sure that we're eating what I call a protein-focused diet, where we're ensuring that we're getting enough each and every day. But in addition to that, protein helps you with other things that are related to having better energy and being in charge of your weight. So things like blood sugar control become much easier when you're getting adequate protein. You see, when you ingest foods into your body, protein helps slow down that blood sugar increase And that helps prevent a subsequent blood sugar crash, which I'm sure if you've ever felt that feeling of being hangry or just hypoglycemic and you just have to get something in your mouth right now, that's a blood sugar crash. And so having adequate protein can help stabilize that blood sugar and prevent that. Because what happens when we have those blood sugar crashes? Well, we usually tend to go for things like sweets or simple carbs that our body can use to quickly bring that blood sugar back up. And that creates a bad cycle when it comes to healthy blood sugar regulation, when it comes to controlling cravings, and when it comes to having energy. But in addition to that, protein does so much more. So like I said, it's responsible for helping us boost our metabolism by helping us to increase our muscle mass, which helps burn excess body fat. Protein is also amazing for helping you to increase your satiety. In other words, your satisfaction and your fullness after meals. When you eat a meal that has adequate protein, you will find that you are satisfied for hours. If you've ever, like me in the past, found yourself, mid-morning or late afternoon or a couple hours after dinner, rummaging through the fridge or the cupboards, looking for something to eat, just something, you're not quite sure why, you're not quite sure what you need, you just want something. And it's upsetting you because you're wanting to lose weight and you're trying to be good and, you're trying to use your discipline and your willpower to fight off these cravings. Well, those cravings are a really good indicator that you probably didn't get enough protein at your last meal. And it tends to be the case that when you get adequate protein, those cravings resolve themselves and you no longer have to depend on things like willpower and discipline in order to fight off the cravings. And instead, the cravings just don't happen in the first place. Protein is also very important for supporting so many hormones in your body, hormones that impact your energy, your blood sugar control, your metabolism, your feelings of fullness, your mood, your energy, and so much more. So basically, what it boils down to understanding is that protein is a secret weapon when it comes to sustainable, lasting weight loss in midlife, especially if you're looking to do so for the long term in a healthy way that supports your whole body and supports your energy as well. In tomorrow's video, we're going to be talking about how much protein you need and some simple ways to ensure you're getting enough. I'll see you there.